The Ministry of Agriculture invites you to join, in celebration of Agriculture Month 2021, a mostly virtual, month-long series of activities and events showcasing Guyana's development on the agriculture front, under the theme, Transforming Our Food Systems, Achieving Food and Nutrition Security. It all begins Friday, October 1st with a virtual opening program set for 10 hours, broadcast on television and streamed on all social media platforms. Key events for Agriculture Month include virtual tours and exhibitions showcasing the work of the various agencies and stakeholder groups in promoting and facilitating the development of agriculture in Guyana. The annual Caribbean Week of Agriculture is set for October 4-8 under a virtual setting. On October 16th, there will be a virtual presentation to mark World Food Day 2021, which is being observed under the theme, Our Actions Are Our Future, Better Production, Better Nutrition, Better Environment, and Better Life. Agriculture Month 2021, a COVID-safe look at agriculture on the move to a bright and prosperous future. Look for a detailed schedule of events on local broadcast, print and social media platforms.
This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
Good evening. Welcome to this evening's newscast on Kaieteur Radio. I'm Kevin Smith. Without further ado, let's get to the news in detail. President of the Caribbean Development Bank, Dr. Jean Leon, is of the firm conviction that the future of the region can no longer rest on continued dependence on fossil fuels. He insists that it can only be secured for current and future generations through the sustainable transition to cleaner sources of energy. Dr. Leon believes this is imperative for regional development. Although alternative forms of energy, especially solar, wind, and ocean resources, are in unlimited supply in the region, Dr. Leon posited that the Caribbean is one of the most energy import-dependent regions in the world, with CDB's 19 borrowing member states deriving more than 90% of their commercial energy supply from imported petroleum. At the same time, he highlighted that the price of electricity in the region is among the highest in the world, averaging $0.28 per kilowatt hour in 2019. And moving on, Canadian exploration company CGX Energy Inc. disclosed this week that works are ongoing to get at least the offshore supply base of its $130 million Berbice deepwater port up and running by the third quarter of 2022. In its latest operational update, the company said the port's multi-purpose terminal servicing agricultural, general, and containerized cargoes will be fully operational before the end of 2023. Overall, CGX said the project continues to be on schedule with construction ongoing on the access road. A few months ago, officials attached to Suriname's national oil company, Staatsolie, highlighted the need for a deepwater port facility to service both countries' offshore exploration and production activities. Given the position of CGX facility, it would be well placed to offer services to companies in the oil and gas sector from both countries. And now let's tell you the request by the China Harbor Engineering Company for an extension of its deadline to complete additional works at the Chedijagan International Airport by April 2022 has been declined. Minister within the Ministry of Public Works, Deodat Indar, rejected the proposal for an extension when he met the contractors yesterday. That should be on Wednesday. The minister visited the project site to get an update on the progress of works after he received complaints about it and other related developments. The works being done by the contractor include an extension of 2 new air bridges and rehabilitation work addressing over 1,500 defects, which resulted from poor quality of work by the very contractor. And moving on. Marud invited bids for the remodeling of the office building for the Marud Secretariat. The project is estimated to cost $85.6 million. Qualification requirements include bidders registered in Guyana must submit valid certificates of compliance from GRA and NIS. A margin of preference for national contractors shall not be applied. Bids will be opened at the office of NP Tab, Ministry of Finance, Main and Urquhart Streets, Georgetown on Tuesday, November 2nd, 2021 at 9 hours. The purchase and inspection document can be uplifted from the Accounts Department, Maritime Administration Department, top floor, T&HD building at Lot 1 Bakery Road, Kingston, Georgetown. Late or incorrectly labeled bids will be rejected and returned to bidders unopened. In other news, a horse cart was used by thieves to steal a motorcycle on Tuesday. The theft was captured on CCTV camera and occurred at 5th Avenue, Sobrianville, Kitty, Georgetown. The footage showed a horse cart carrying 5 men turning onto the avenue from Sheriff Street. After making the turn, the cart stopped and the driver, along with 2 men, jumped off and walked towards an XR motorcycle parked at the side of the building. They removed the bike from its position and began stealthily pushing it away. The horse cart driver returned to the cart while leaving the 2 men rolling the cycle farther away. He took off slowly while the men continued pushing the stolen motorcycle. They proceeded a short distance away before making their escape. It is understood that some of the residents who had seen the men pushing the motorbike thought it had belonged to the men on the horse cart. And to wrap things up this evening, let's tell you that workers attached to the Bauxite Minerals Group Guyana on Monday downed tools after negotiations between their union, the Guyana Bauxite and General Workers Union, and management of the company ended in deadlock. Scores of workers staged protest action in front of the company's bauxite plant entrance at Mackenzie with support from the union. Mr. Whitney Graham, the union representative for the workers, told Kaieteur that workers are calling for nothing less than an 8% increase. However, the company ended negotiations at 5.5% for 2021 and 6.5% for 2022. Workers said they are dissatisfied with the increase given without negotiation, more so that they risked their lives throughout the pandemic to keep the company's operations going. They also considered the rising cost of living amongst other things. The workers accused Bauxite's manager, Eric Yu, of having no regard for the labor laws and for governmental authorities as infractions the government requested the company to resolve in 3 months have not been fixed.